I was brought back to life under one condition: murder my brother. When the accident happened, everything went black. I don't remember the impact or the aftermath, just a sudden cold darkness that swallowed me whole. There was no light at the end of a tunnel, no comforting voices, only silence and an emptiness that felt like it would stretch on forever. But then, there was a voice. Not a comforting one, not an angelic one. It was harsh, gravelly, like broken glass scraping against steel. It told me I had a choice: stay in the void or return to life, but with a price. I didn't need to ask what the price was. The voice knew what mattered to me most, and it knew the one thing I would never agree to. But desperation does strange things to a person, especially when faced with the eternity of nothingness that lay ahead. "Bring me your brother's life, and you can have yours back," it whispered, the words slithering into my mind like a parasite. I hesitated, feeling a tug between the void and the faint memory of living. The voice was impatient. "Decide now," it demanded. I didn't think. I just wanted out of that cold, empty place. So I agreed, and just like that I was gasping for air, my body jolting back to life in a hospital bed. The doctors couldn't explain it. A miracle, they said. I had been gone for too long. My heart had stopped. But here I was, alive and breathing. My family was overjoyed. My brother, Matt, was the first to rush in, his face a mix of relief and tears. "I thought I lost you," he said, gripping my hand. I forced a smile, but the voice's words echoed in my mind, a dark promise I couldn't shake. The days that followed were filled with visits from friends and family, all celebrating my miraculous recovery. But underneath the surface, I was falling apart. The voice didn't leave me alone. It whispered to me at night, urging me to fulfill the bargain. "You owe me," it reminded me, each night growing more insistent. "A life for a life." I started avoiding Matt, finding excuses not to see him, but it didn't help. The voice grew stronger, its demands louder, more urgent. It showed me visions of how I could do it: poison, a staged accident, a knife in the dark. Each vision was more vivid than the last, more persuasive. I began to lose sleep, the constant torment eating away at my sanity. Matt noticed the change in me. He asked if I was okay, if something was wrong. I wanted to tell him, to beg for help. But the voice was always there, listening, waiting for me to slip. It wouldn't let me escape the deal I had made. The worst part was the love I still felt for him. We were close, had always been close. He was my best friend, the one person who had always been there for me. And now, because of my selfishness, I had to destroy him. The voice started to make threats. It showed me what would happen if I didn't follow through. Visions of torment, pain, and suffering far worse than the void. I knew it wasn't bluffing. It had the power to bring me back, and it had the power to take me to places far worse than death. One night, after another sleepless battle with the voice, I broke. I drove to Matt's house, my hands trembling, the voice screaming in my ears to do it, to end it. But, as I stood there outside his door, I realized I couldn't. I loved him too much. Even if it meant facing whatever horrors the voice had in store, I couldn't take his life. I turned to leave, but the voice exploded in anger. It lashed out, seizing control of my body.